Okay, I'm going to do this off the top of my head uh, because of what I've been reading and seeing going on over the last couple days since Neil Young gave Spotify, the ultimatum, so to speak, that either it's him or Joe Rogan. Okay, if you say Young is irrelevant, that's your opinion. But the fact of the matter is, he started recording in the early 60s. The Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, International Harvesters, by himself, Neil Young. He's been out there for 5 decades at least without Spotify. Okay. Now they gave Rogan $100 million for his podcast, and it takes, from what I read, it takes Neil Young almost 600 plays to make $1. I'd quit over that. Okay, that I would quit from that if I were him. Okay, I'm sure Neil doesn't need the money. Now he already said that Spotify was like 60% of the revenue, perhaps, of his record company. Joni Mitchell followed him, but Neil Young isn't trying to cancel anybody. These are the same people that tell you that if you don't like someplace, leave. Okay? They're the same ones that are crying, he's trying to cancel Rogan's free speech. He's trying to take his free speech. No, he didn't like the place he was at, so he picked up his ball and bat and went home. Okay? That, plain and simple. He decided to leave, and that's his right, and to sit and crucify him for it is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if I would have done the same thing if I were him. I don't like a lot of the people that Rogan platforms. I don't like a lot of the conspiracy stuff that, and people want to argue that Joe always tries to debate these guys and call them out on their bull. Yeah, you know what? He bootlicks. I can't believe this. He bootlicks and ultimately makes it look like he's just agreeing with whatever these people say. And somebody can have accreditations, be accredited out their butthole, and still be a vile, nasty, self-serving individual. Okay, that doesn't make you an automatically a good human. All right. How come Rogan hasn't had Fauci on his show? Well, I know why. We all know why. Because you figure it out. Okay? If Rogan could, he probably would. But you're not going to see that happen. All right, so Joni Mitchell followed. Nils Lofgren followed. Now, I'm seeing a thing that says that Spotify took a $2 billion hit. Well, this company is making money hand over fist as the premium streaming service. What's $2 million? It's just another day, right? So, and the people that are screaming that Joe Rogan is Neil Young is trying to cancel Joe Rogan and trying to cancel his free speech, are the same people that are banning classic books from schools, that are trying to cancel LGBTQ because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't agree with their lifestyle. And, I would expect somebody from a millennial or Generation Z to say, Neil who? Of course. You people can't even name a Beatles song, okay? A lot of you, not all of you. But I could care less what Neil did. Uh, I think what Neil did is way more responsible and way more upstanding than what Eric Clapton's been saying lately. Eric certainly jumped into the conspiracy rabbit hole with, he spent the greater part of his life putting any substance that would get him high into his body, okay? Then he sobered up. Then he claims he got the vaccine, and all of a sudden, I almost couldn't play. I didn't know if I was ever going to play again. What, you got sick for a day? Your arm hurt from where you got the shot? I don't know, Uh, I didn't hear what the side effect was, but then he got Van Morrison on board, which totally mortified me because I'm like, holy crap, are you kidding me? And it's to say the least, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's been politicized, but you know what? I wish Frank Zappa was around. I really wish Frank Zappa was around to weigh in on this. And I wish John Lennon was around to weigh in on this. And Neil has the support of Paul McCartney and Joni Mitchell and some other people. And, people are saying, oh, Joni Mitchell's not relevant. And then Joe Rogan does his half-assed apology on Instagram, and I watched it, and he goes, I like Joni Mitchell. I always thought Chucky's in Love was a great song. Yeah, you loved her all right. You loved her all right, Joe. You were a fan. Come on, man. And I, he has every right to do what he's doing, and anybody else out there has the right to disagree. That's all I'm saying. Uh, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Weigh in on it. I've really got to think hard about whether to even post this video because I don't know if YouTube will allow it. But I tried not to go crazy or anything. But you people try following Hal Sparks or David Packman or Dusty Smith, the Call to Dusty. Watch a few of their presentations and their broadcasts. And not that I think you'll automatically agree with them, but you might see another point of view other than Neil Young's trying to silence and cancel Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's the biggest podcaster on the platform. Of course they're going to pick Joe Rogan's side. Neil Young's not going to cancel him, but Neil Young is not going to allow himself to be marketed on the same platform as someone he feels is doing harm to society. And that's it, We all have to make choices, and we all have to live with our choices. And, people want freedom of speech, but they also want unaccountability and freedom of consequence. They don't want to be held accountable for that freedom of speech. They just think that, oh yeah, I can get away with whatever I want to get away with and say whatever I want. And, well, then that goes for Neil Young too. And he's losing money over it. And he was willing to do that. He made that choice. Nobody took that away from him. He made the choice. And there is your difference. Okay? So let me know what you think in the comments. I have a feeling where this is going to go. I'm not absolutely certain. with the audience that I have, some people might agree with me, but I know most people right off the bat on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and anybody under, oh God, almost, under 50, like, kind of start to lean the other way. And don't worry, don't worry, folks. Us boomers will be out of your hair soon enough, and then the world is your oyster to do with it what you will. It will be your mess to clean up. That's all I'm saying. We can't be around here forever to fix everything. Have a good day.